Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with some My Creative Time snowman fun, featuring these adorable snowmen from her latest release. There is the stamp option and also the die cut option. So if you're in a pinch, you don't have to always color, etc. Okay? Alrighty, let's just go right into it. Let's look at my cards. Let's get started. Let's talk about what I used. I used her new Warm and Fuzzy Hugs, and I'm going to put a link here showing you this awesome release, okay? I used the Warm and Fuzzy Hugs stamp and die set. So they're sold together as a bundle, okay? Fabulous photopolymer stamps with great sentiments. Coordinating die comes with it, and then you can cut out all the sentiments too with the coordinating die. And here are the dies for the 4 images. And this one in particular, I love this one because it cuts out even the center right there, those empty spaces. You know I love that, right? That's just like, oh, yes, love. Now, to coordinate with this, there's a paper pack, and this is in stock. Love Let It Snow. Look at the colorway. Just love that you can do masculine cards with this one. Inside this paper pack, you also get a couple sheets of this. Now here you're seeing 8 images in total. If you use only 1 image on your card, you can get 8 cards out of just 1 sheet. The coordinating die here cuts these out, and you'll see it in my example. But I just love that you have the option. If you don't color, you just need to make a few quick tags. This is the way to go. Even on tags, this is 8 tags right here. And what I also love about this particular paper pack, notice that the outline is not white. So when you use the die, you're going to get a gray outline. It looks really nice when you cut it with that gray outline, especially if you're doing something more masculine too. It just gives that look. Love that. So Warm and Fuzzy Hugs, Stamp and Die, and Let It Snow paper pack. If you're going to get this, you might as well get this too, because they just work so well together. Time and time again. I also used this die set. So these are 2 separate dies, the snowball frame dies here or the snowball stitched frame dies. I put both of them in the same pocket because the beautiful thing is these 2 sets, they give you that increment in terms of being a nested die set. So you can layer up these to make shakers, etc. or frames, okay? But if you can only do 1, then you can pick, do you want the stitch detail or do you just want the cut edge? Or get one, then get the other one later, because you're eventually going to get both. It's that good. Love. And then next I used the belly band dies. I love this die set so much. Not a new die set, but winner, winner. Love. So it comes with 2 labels, and these labels layer up. So you have the hearts and also the little sign here with this great shape, kind of like a bracket shape. And then that's the belly band right here. I believe this is 3 3/4 of an inch wide. Great stitch detail again. And you know, right after the Christmas crafting, you're going to start seeing the Valentine's crafting. So you would be ready with this set. Belly band. And then with the belly band, there is a coordinating, but this is sold separately. But she's a winner. This is the belly band sentiments. So these sentiments will fit in here. So you have Happy Valentine's Day ready to go. I use the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas right here. You even have Baked with Love with the new baking gingerbread. There you go. You have a sentiment ready to go, made just for you. That can go with the baking set as well. We just came off of Thanksgiving. That could have gone with the turkey in a card. Thankful for you, same thing. And a Halloween one too. Look at that. 2 Halloween ones. And a little treat for someone sweet. So we have like 3 baking here. And happy birthday. Okay, I did the whole thing. Love this. Love this. And they work in here, okay? These wider ones will fit here. I believe these little ones will fit here, but it's a great little set. Great little set. Next, I used the scallop tag dies, but I did this in a different way than what you see here. Scallop tags, let me give you a little quick measurement on it. 3 3/8 of an inch by almost 2.5. And then these are the layering pieces. This is my first time working with it. So it is scallop tag dies, and then it coordinates with the wavy and regular tag dies. This piece right here, they're welded together. It will cut 3 tags one time. I wanted to use this with this as a frame, but because of the cut line beside it, it didn't exactly work for what I was thinking. But I did get this inner piece. And the inner piece is interesting. You get the cut line here, and then you also get this little detail for gingerbread, like a frosting gingerbread style. You see it there, that little space? And you'll see it on my example. And this will fit through your regular die cut machine. It is 5 3/4 of an inch tall, 2 3/4 of an inch wide. These sets also work together very well. And then lastly, I use the tall floating edge dies. I've used this over and over again. You get 2 sets of clouds, and you also get that lovely ground. They all have the cut line and stitch detail. Average length, let's say 7 1/4 of an inch tall. So this can also work on slimline too. Alrighty, so that's it for the supplies. Let's now talk about the cards. First card, here is my 5x7 card. Love, love, love. Here now you can see I'm using the images from the paper pack. I'm using it like die cut images right there. And I use the snowball frame, both the stitched and the snowball frames. Let me bring it up close to you. So you see the stitch detail there. The stitch detail will be a smaller size than the regular snowball, but I inverted them here. And I was thinking of making it into a shaker, but then I actually just ran this 5x7 through my die cut machine with the die on it and then just layered it back. So when you open the card, nothing is showing and it's not thick. See the thickness of it? This can go through your regular mail. And this is popped up a little bit, but nothing crazy where you're going to pay extra postage just for one little pop-up. It's a low pop-up, okay? I have this guy up here, and I took from the paper pack that snow background, so I didn't have to do any ink blending. And I put some little diamond dots right there in his little hat. He's up here. I used the die to cut this edge just to fit him in there because I could have tucked him in, but it was going to be a lot more layers. See how quick by putting it on the outside I went quicker, right? This one now, that's the ground that you see right there, cut in white glitter cardstock. Put him in the back, so I just paste him on the whole background here. I have her as a girl, so but she could be a boy too. But in my mind, it's like, you know, dad, mom, and the baby. That was my thinking. So she's popped up a little bit, so she's more forward. So when you see this card in person, or maybe you're seeing it here, you can see he's in the back, she's forward, and she's like talking to him. And then I used the Warm and Fuzzy stamp set. I used the Let's Be Merry right here. I did navy blue cardstock with white embossing powder. You see how nice that comes out? And because it's so small, because I only had that little area, yeah, I could have even gone smaller. I was going to do the Let It Snow. That would have worked there too. But don't you love how the die just cuts out all of this? It cuts out the papers. I played with the die cuts and then cuts out that image and then the stitch frames here. This is an embossing folder from my stash. So that's card number 1. Also, I did put some little matte silver pearls. So it's all in that silver colorway. Love this card. So this is a great card for a family. Okay, moving on. Next, this is my shaker card. See little shaky shake? And this is like a mini slimline shaker card. Now this one does have dimension. It is popped up because of the shaker detail. So I could have also done that here. Recess this, have the same acetate behind this frame, and then do that type of thing. I thought about it, but I wanted this one to be flat because I am sending this one to somebody. Okay? And this one now, I probably just put in a gift bag. Look at that. Look at that. Love the shaky shake. And playing with the paper pack. From that paper pack, just the image with the little boy here in the background with the purple trees. This now, I used this die here. And I would have done this on the inside, but when I would lay it down, see, I have that cut edge right there. So I used this instead and did that frame. And then notice that light blue? That's the frosting edge. You see it? I just glued it down gently on top of the acetate. Cute. All kinds of stuff is happening here, I know. It's different layers, but it was so much fun on this mini slimline. So you can use this definitely as tags. In this instance, I use it as a frame, and I think it's adorable. Now to ground my frame, I use the belly band, navy cardstock with white detail embossing powder, and I use this as a label. So there it is. There's the bottom piece, and then there is that top layering piece right there. And then there's the Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. This, great set. Just love. And for your scrapbooking, isn't this a nice label for scrapbooks and mini albums too? Whether you're using the heart or this, I think it's a great grounding piece to put on your layouts as well as your cards or tags. Here, this image, that one is my cutie patootie right there. And in the heart, it comes with some little hearts here. I put a little bit of stickles. Last time I think I colored the snowman with the BG quadruple zero. This time I went a little bit brighter. If you like this, this is now Copics B markers. B000, B000, and maybe B01 in that colorway. If you want to back it off a little bit, you could just go to B000 and then use your blender, because I think it's kind of like a little bit bright, but it doesn't bother me. And the purples to match this paper pack I find are the V12, 15, and 17 in the Copic markers, okay? Here though, I used my C markers actually, and I went a gray way. So look how the die cuts it out so well. And you see the difference with the edging? So this one is white Copic paper, see the white edge, and then there's a gray edge. See how the gray edge gives a little different look? I love that. And it doesn't make the die cut look so much like, oh, that's a die cut with the white edge. I like this gray edge. Makes it look more seamless. Alrighty, crafters, here are my 2 cards featuring loads of navy and purple fun. Oh, purple is my favorite color, so you know I'm just so loving this. I already ordered a couple packs of this paper pack too, because for quick crafting there, and I love that it's background ready. Look at the back here. I still can't use this yet though, because if I use the back, I feel like I'm wasting this. And this is 8 images ready to go. But I'll do one of them with this dark purple because I think this is beautiful too. Alrighty, crafters, on to the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.